All right, people. I have some good news disguised at first as bad news. Let me get this seatbelt on. If you can still hear me, I got good news disguised as bad news at first. And here it is. When it comes to the idea of glory, and this is for people who believe in God, who subscribe to the Most High, right? As it pertains to the scriptures known as the Bible. He's worthy of all the glory. It actually belongs to him. Now, this is going to be bad news for anybody who's led by their ego, because we're in this world to receive glory. It's glory that tells you that the interview went well and you got the job. It's glory that you feel when your potential spouse says yes. She will have you and hold you through sickness and health, etc. It's a sign of glory when your child is born healthy and safe and comes home healthy and safe, grows up to be an accomplished individual. We say that to God be all the glory, right? For someone who's driven by their ego, this is bad news. But why I'm saying that there's good news disguising itself as bad news is because this idea of God getting all the glory is true, but it's also false. This is also why in the scriptures God says, choose this day who you will serve. It's your choice. Your decision is where your glory comes in. If you're choosing to serve the Most High, whether you like it or not, whether you feel insecure or not, you're going to get glory. So prepare for glory. If you're going to take this walk with the Most High and take the Most High seriously and really abide by the simple rules, the condensed rules as given by Jesus in the New Testament, to say that loving yourself and loving other people is the fulfillment of all the law and all the prophets. This is what people need to hear, who are believers, who are like, man, I'm not going to remember all of the stuff in the Bible. There's thousands of pages in here. All right, well then, even if you don't pick it up, you can still follow all the laws of God if you're led by this. Loving yourself and loving others. That's it. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing. That is the entire duty in the scriptures. And all the stories in the scriptures do is point out to different examples of how to love yourself and love others, because this ultimately shows a love for God. I dare you to find any book in the Bible that says different. Any one of the 66 or any one of the Apocrypha, which I think brings it up to about 72. Loving yourself and loving other people is the fulfillment of belief systems. Positive belief systems that are attributed to what we call God, you understand? But you do have to understand that there is a glory for you. Just like Jesus said, there is a crown. You might not feel royal, you might not feel like a king or feel like a queen, but you are, and you have a crown. You got a crown, it's coming. You got a robe, it's coming. You have a kingdom, it's coming. So be encouraged, be very, very encouraged, because God's glory, although God is worthy of glory, it's intended to be shared. Just like God didn't keep this world to himself or this universe to himself, he's not going to keep the glory to himself. Even though he's worthy of it, he still distributes it generously and freely. Super T Sigma, lead with the heart, but follow with the mind.